Hello, Facebook land. We're going to try this again. I'm Danielle. I am a bars practitioner and a access consciousness practitioner. I am an intuitive as well as a natural born healer, plus many other different words. An enlightened, semi-enlightened, conscious, aware being. If you haven't watched one of my lives, there you go. That's my intro. That's who I am, kind of. I thought I would jump on and do something a little bit different. I felt like doing a live, but I didn't really know what I wanted to say and what I wanted to share. I'm just sitting out in nature and enjoying the heat and the sun on my skin. So I thought I would put it to you guys to ask me some questions or, bring up a topic for me to talk about. If you're watching now, put a 1. If you're watching, thank you. I love it. Actually, it's such a beautiful tattoo. Dave from Mad Monk did an amazing job, and he really personalized it. He actually got up at 3 a.m. The day before my tat, and he went into the shop and said it wasn't enough for me. He wasn't happy with it, and he meditated and got a few messages and put them into the tattoo. So it was really cool to have his own personal touch in there, and for him to go that extra sort of mileage to make what we had sort of talked about come through and show all my spirituality in the piece. It's very special. Has a lot of meaning for me. So, what do we want to talk about today? Anyone got any ideas? Not my tattoo. We could talk about how healing the sun is and how sunbathing and connecting your feet to the earth and grounding can be such a huge way to help connect and realign yourself. If you're in any Mercury retrograde, emotional turmoil. So Mercury retrograde is a time that old wounds and patterns can be brought up for healing. We can get triggered into a lot of uncomfortableness. Things from our past will pop up, and it's to help us to heal them and move forward and make change. Otherwise, they continue to keep popping up, unfortunately, until we learn the lesson or gain the awareness. But if you're in this sort of emotional meltdown at the moment, which I think there are quite a few people in that at the moment, and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, a good thing to do is to go outside and put your feet on the ground and really connect. Let the sun layers on your skin. Do a few deep breaths. Even just a few minutes outside can really reset, and you can just give yourself enough time to go back to what you were doing. That actually brings me on to an interesting subject. I started smoking after my marriage separation, right? It was really bizarre and weird because I hadn't smoked in 9 years. And I would go out, and I even bought cigarettes a few times, and I would go out, and I was already at this awareness point where I knew what my body required and if it was something my body was choosing. So I would ask, are you choosing this? And it would say yes, and I would have the cigarette, and it would be amazing. It was like I don't remember smoking ever being that amazing, ever. And I would go out and I'd have my smoke, and, I kept checking in. I was like, why would my body ask for cigarettes? It's poison, it's so bad, so many chemicals, it's so bad for my health. And I was like, okay, just don't judge it. Just allow it, don't judge. And I think I was smoking on and off for 6 months. And while I was in Western Australia, I went out and I'd had my little morning ritual. This is when I started to help ground myself. I would go out, I'd do my meditation, have my coffee, go listen to some podcasts, read some books, and I'd go out and have a smoke with my coffee. And I was sitting out there one day and I was like, holy shit. Oh my God, I started smoking because the awareness all just came through really quickly. I hadn't had enough space to receive that I needed to be outside reflecting for 10 or 15 minutes several times a day, connecting to nature, which was really funny because I just laughed, because before that I didn't spend very much time outside. I was always so busy. I worked inside and I was running around inside. So it was like, wow, okay, my body requires me to be outside several times a day for 10 or 15 minutes, separating, reflecting, connecting. And I wonder how many people smoke for that reason and they're not aware of it. Once I was aware, I actually could not stand cigarettes. They never tasted as good again, and I still occasionally go into the old pattern of having one with friends, and I'm like, why am I doing this? My body really doesn't require this. It knows why it wants to be outside. All right, question. Oh, really? Are we doing like actual... I thought we might... I didn't know we were going to do like psychic questions. Will your new business venture have a solid rolling foundation? Well, that depends on what you choose. Are you choosing to go with the energy? Are you feeling into what's light? Or is your business venture in a heavy energy? Is there... You got to understand that it's really up to you about whether or not it's going to be something that's going to be expansive for you or not. So you may have made the choice, it depends why you've made the choice to have that business venture and what's the underlying beliefs around it and what, like the core root. What's your why, really? If you've got a strong enough why and you're going from something that's feels light and you're doing it for the right reasons, then there's no reason that you can't succeed in that. But whether or not you'll have a solid foundation, this is where psychic stuff and reading people's futures is one of the things that I don't do very often. I don't do card readings anymore, and the main reason for that is, and I'll explain, is that when you go for a reading one day, your energy may be one energy, and then you can make a couple of choices differently and you shift your whole future. A lot of psychics are actually very in tune with your energy as well. So although we can see certain parts about your future and we can see blocks and we can see all of those different things, we also only get snippets of a picture too, right? So sometimes you'll have like a certain image of what will happen in like a premonition is the word, and you only get a snippet, so you don't actually know the full story because you're only seeing like a few seconds of it usually, and it doesn't show you all of the little itty bitty layers of information. So you think it could be my perception that it comes out a certain way. That's my perception through my eyes and through my past experience and my knowledge. It could be not completely different.
There's duckies.
There's some duckies.
Yeah.
Where are the duckies?
I want to show you something fun.
Hang on. Can you wait? And I'll come over in a sec.
Show you the duckies.
I can't see them, but I'll come over and have a look. Just a sec, okay? Go play and I'll come look.
No, I will show you. Can we hop on the seesaw?
No, I want to show you now, Mum.
Can we hop on
Hang
the
on.
seesaw?
I will. Okay, go over there and I'll come over in a sec. The train of thought has completely vanished. Thanks, child. I love you so much. And I'm going to clear that energy of frustration. I may as well bring that up while I thought of it. When you go into judgment or you go into some sort of a resist and react energy or anything where you sort of like get frustrated or annoyed, happens a lot with children. What you can do is in the moment when you catch yourself and you're like, oh, I didn't respond as good in my body or for them or for me as what I would have liked. You can clear away the energy, and you don't have to have a specific clearing tool for that. there are many. The Access Consciousness one is one that I love, and I'm also learnt a new one. I'm studying to be a Ho'oponopono practitioner, which works with energy clearing as well, and that's got another different clearing statement. But what you can do is you can just say, you can catch yourself in the moment and say, no, you can just say, I used to respond like that and now I choose different. Or I'm not going into judgment, but next time I'm going to choose different, and sort of just clear that, because you'll feel that your energy shifts when you acknowledge it, but you don't make yourself feel bad for it. This live may end up, I've got to now go push on the swings and be a present mother to my children. But if you have any questions, put them in the comments box below, because there wasn't very many questions there, which I was quite surprised about. So I kind of just blabbered. But if anything does come up, pop it down below, and I could always do a live on some things at another point in time. But enjoy your Thursday. Get outside, connect to nature, stay expansive, and I love you.